Okay, here we have the notes for section 3.4, equations and lines. So our main ideas and some vocab terms. So the first thing we'll be talking about is slope-intercept form. So slope-intercept looks like y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept, which is where it crosses the y-axis. So, for example, in this case, this line would have a m value of 1 and a b value of 2 as it crosses the y-axis at 2. So, example 1 here, write an equation in slope-intercept form, the line with slope of -4 and y-intercept of 1. So your general equation, mx plus b. So the slope is -4, so m becomes -4, intercept of 1. The other way to do it is referred to as point slope. Now, point slope works if you have the slope and any point the line goes through. It doesn't necessarily have to be the intercept. So if you're not specifically given the intercept, you need to use the point slope form. So x1 and y1 are coordinates from a point, and m once again is the slope. So on this one, write an equation point slope form of a line with slope -½ that contains 3, 7. So the generic equation, y minus y1 equals m x minus x1. So y minus 7, the y value, equals m 1/2 x minus 3. So that'd be your equation in point slope form. Okay, so for this one, write an equation in slope-intercept form for the line L. So to write that, we need the slope and we need the intercept of the line. So m and b are the two things we need. So m is how you move from one point to the next. So they've marked us 2 points conveniently here. So we go down 4, we go right 4. So our slope is y over x. So the slope is -1. And the intercept isn't actually marked, but you can find it right there. It's where the line crosses the y-axis, which is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. So y equals mx plus b. Okay, 4 here, write equation in slope-intercept form for a line containing 2 zeros perpendicular to the line with equation -x to the 5. So this line has a slope of -1, but I need a line that's perpendicular to that, so we'll call this m1. So m2 times m1 has to equal -1, which means that m2 is 1. So that's my slope. That's the point that I'm going to go through, so y minus y equals mx minus x. So y minus 0 is just y. Distribute over here, you get 1x minus 2. And you're in slope-intercept form because you are in mx plus b. And our last one here, wireless plan that charges $39.95 per month for unlimited calls and 5 cents per text. Write an equation to represent the total monthly cost C for T text messages. So the cost of the plan is going to be $39.95 no matter what, because that's how much the plan just costs by itself. But you're going to have to add onto that 5 cents for every text message that gets sent. Now you could also write it this way, 0.05T plus $39.95. They are the same thing because the order of addition doesn't matter. This one is actually more similar to y equals mx plus b, but either of these is correct. That's the end of 3.4.